secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia Tech's offense has the ball first today. Now, guys, let's not forget, last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
The Hokies want to crank the tempo. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown will throw it. Swings it out to his running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous represent for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Hawkins.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Brown will throw it. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And the Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Brown wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's White. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hurricanes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Brown wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chop. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle. It's White. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Fox. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Puts it out of the air. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical.
Turning it on! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Canes will hustle to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Off play action. Works the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown will throw it. The sure hands, it's Wiggins. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is White. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. This one's complete. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Brown wants to pass, using the quick game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback running on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Hokies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over UTEP. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got him in the flat.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Off the play fake. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Hokies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Miami, 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team... Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed in the loop.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
2nd down coming up.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Number 17.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over UTEP. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Find space on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Miami, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Find some fresh air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.